So it seems that Football Club Barcelona would be considering for a big transfer in the next summer transfer market. Not the winter one, the summer one. We know that in the winter transfer market, Football Club Barcelona wants to keep things quiet, not signings, not departures. But in the summer transfer market, big things are looking to be made. And one of the current players, guys, one of the big current players could be transferred out. That could be Raphinha. We'll be talking about the insights of the situation, and then on the other side, guys, Araujo, back fully fit. Guys, impressive, because it's the first time, it's actually the first time that Xavi Hernandez has a full squad available, guys. First time. And we're gonna talk about it in today's video as well. Let me introduce you to OneFootball, guys, the best football app that you're gonna be having in your hands, in your phone. Guys, download it using the link in the description, because you're gonna be able to follow up everything related to the league of your country. Just look in the search section and type the name of your league, and you'll be able to find all the data, guys, stats, facts, some news regarding the international leagues, etc., all packed in one app, the OneFootball app. Therefore, check it out, guys. And moving on to Raphinha, guys, because it seems that Raphinha hasn't really convinced Football Club Barcelona. It's been not even a year, guys. Literally, it's been, 6, 7, 8 months with the World Cup in between. But let's say the World Cup wasn't the best for Raphinha either. Brazil didn't have a good run, and Raphinha wasn't really splendid in the World Cup. Nothing splendid. But Barcelona are really looking right now the possibility of a transfer for Raphinha, guys, because we need money, guys. It is true that we need money. We need to make big operations. And looking at the situation, for example, of other players that were considered, such as Frenkie de Jong, I think that Frenkie de Jong is going to stay in Football Club Barcelona, and we're not going to let him go. I think Raphinha, certainly during the first 6-7 months, hasn't really convinced anybody. It is true that 6-7 months is not much for a player that was coming from the Premier League, Brazilian player that needs to adapt to the tactics, that needs to adapt to a new league, that needs to adapt to a new way of seeing football. That is true. And to be fair, I think it's a little bit unfair that we're considering the departure of Raphinha. Let me know in the comments if you guys are in the same boat as me, or do you have different opinions. You will get cash for another transfer, guys. We spent a total of 65 million euros on Raphinha, including the variables. Is not pocket money. 65 million euros is a lot of money. The same amount, similar amount gets you Lewandowski, for example. And a similar amount could get you another big player. Look at Julian Alvarez in the World Cup. This guy killed it. They paid 15 million euro for him. Anyways, he was coming from Argentina, yeah, it's not the same, right? It's not the same from contrasted with a player that's already a goal scorer in the best league in the world, which is probably the Premier League, right? But anyways, I'd say that Raphinha, it's a little bit unfair for Raphinha, because, for example, he actually refused an offer from Chelsea. It was a higher bid, higher salary. He ended up refusing it to join Barcelona. So he made an effort, he gave up some money, and we're not giving enough time to Raphinha. Maybe all of this is press talk. This is actually Relevo. It's a pretty reliable source leaking the information. But I'm not 100% sure that this is true. I think that 6-7 months is too early. Xavi Hernandez is counting on Raphinha, and I believe that we should give the player a chance. Anyways, the player doesn't want to leave. He has a contract, so we'll see what happens. I'm not that sure that he will be transferred out. Maybe we're scaring him a little bit so he can actually boost his stamina on the field, and then if he scores goals, etc., then boost his confidence as a result. We will see, guys. We will see. To be honest, I'm not that sure about this scenario. I'd rather keep Raphinha, see how he develops. The only thing that concerns me is that if next season it's a flop as well, no, I'm not saying that this season is a flop, there's still half of the season and the first 6 months is adapted, but if next season is a flop, then the value of Raphinha was going to decrease, and certainly we're probably not going to get our cash back. That's the thing, not our full cash back. Moving on to Araujo, guys. Araujo finally fully fit, guys. Finally fully fit. This is extremely good news. I don't see Araujo playing, for example, against Espanyol the 90 minutes. Let him get, let him get a process of getting minutes so he can adapt to the team. But certainly since the injury with Uruguay ahead of the World Cup, I think that it's been a lot of ups and downs, right? I mean, Araujo was going to the World Cup and we were all scared. Oh my God, he's gonna play when he's not ready, and at last he didn't play because Uruguay got disqualified early in the group stages. But then, guys, I think we kind of rushed the guy. Of course, the guy doesn't want to miss the World Cup, but I think they made the bad decision. The Uruguay team made the bad decision, making him play that friendly game that didn't make any sense while the player was completely loaded on his muscles. He was already very tired. They made him play that game, and he got injured and he missed the World Cup. Made no sense, they really messed up. And then Araujo had to pay for the consequences, and Barcelona as well. We lost Araujo for what, a month and a half in La Liga, and thank God we actually were able to go through this month and a half with Araujo and actually even get the lead of La Liga, right? But certainly in the Champions League it would have been very useful to have Araujo, so we didn't go to the Europa League again. But anyways, good news is that Xavi Hernandez now has a full squad available for the first time since a year and a half that or certainly a year and a few months that Xavi has been on board. And Araujo is a tremendous piece. It's a tremendous piece of quality that can be there, played with Eric, with Koundé, with whoever you think it's most appropriate. Christensen has done a good World Cup. Christensen is doing pretty good in Barcelona as well. And I think Christensen has a lot of chances as well to play alongside Araujo during the season, and it's a big surprise from Football Club Barcelona. Maybe we can be cashing in from Christensen in the next few months or years, who knows. So anyways, guys, thank you very much for your likes, for your comments. Make sure to drop them, and Merry Christmas, guys. Merry Christmas. Enjoy what you got in the holidays. Make sure you don't exceed on the drinks. Make sure you don't exceed on the food. And make sure to enjoy. Important to enjoy. Anyways, I'll be tuning out. Thank you. Visca el Barça. Visca Catalunya. Vamos.